Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 8 of this Let's Play Civilization 5 as Venice. In the last episode, we continued to mass forces for another assault on Jakarta. We bought Belgrade. We improved relations with Zanzibar so that they are now our ally. And I think we're basically just ramping up production and getting ready for a war. So let's get on with things. Yeah, let's have you jump onto land. You as well. And we have the World Congress next turn. So, the Civ 6 civilization that I've been looking into is Germany this time. And they are kind of the antithesis of Greece. So they do have some things in common with Greece, namely that their governments can have an additional military policy. So while Greece's was just general in that they could... Ow. That was painful. Can we land? We can't quite land. Let's sail to here and then we land next turn. In that they could get a wildcard policy rather than... Sorry, focusing on other things. Greece could get a wildcard policy, which is basically any type of policy. It can be economic, it can be military, it can be whatever the third one is, civic, I think. While Germany is limited to just military. However, Germany also gets a combat bonus against city-states. So Germany will expand both by building new cities and by taking over city-states rather than becoming the suzerain. And suzerain, of course, is what Greece benefits from the most. So it's a nice little difference there. Let's just leave you guys here for the time being. And you're the special scout crossbowmen who I actually kind of want to continue exploring. If there is anywhere we can land over there. That will do! Alright, and you are also still exploring. Let's go and find a bit more of Denmark. We could sail up here and see what we can see over there. You know what, we're going to do that. More city-states up here. More trading partners. Okay, Ragusa. To Lisbon. There you are. Ragusa is definitely a nice little trade hub up there. Meanwhile, we have troops coming in. Let's land you. Were you just heading up here? Yes. Likewise. You still have 2 turns. Hopefully you can deal with them. You should be able to fairly easily. Yeah, easy. Okay, delegates. What are we on? We're embargoing city-states, which is super bad for us. No trade routes can be established with city-states. Any such trade routes are ended and must be reassigned. It's actually that bad. Or banning incense. I don't think we use incense. We do. So I'd rather not ban incense. So that's the one that we're going to vote against. If they embargo city-states, it's not hugely negative to us because I don't think we're actually trading with any city-states. Mecca, Copenhagen, Athens, Mecca, Wellington we are. Mecca, Ife we are. Lisbon, Madrid, Lisbon. I'm going to commit those delegates because I'm pretty sure that is how I will be voting. But let's just have a look here. So I could actually be trading with Jakarta and... No, 2 Jakartas is bad. Okay, so the next trading routes would be with city-states, next most valuable, or else we trade with the US. Wow, Spain really is doing badly. I wonder why. Well then again, we're not exactly doing well either. But Spain really is even further behind than us. Which is somewhat surprising. Okay, so while that's loading, the other special, and this is kind of an interesting one actually, that German gets is they can build 1 more district than their population would allow. So 1, that's telling us that the number of districts you can have is limited by the population of your city. So you will need to make some choices as to what kind of districts you want to promote. So say you have a limit of 1, would you build... You're going to kill my Lancer. You might do. Yeah, you probably will. Crap. Because I can't get away. Because he's in the way. We'll land here. I mean, we can destroy them, but then they'll just kill my Lancer. I can't move here because he can still shoot. I can't move here because he can still shoot me. Likewise here. Those are the only moves available to me. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. Those crossbows really hit hard. Oh man, I'm gonna lose my best troop. Although he's a bit rubbish at attacking cities and stuff, but he was being pretty useful for taking other things apart. I mean, we could kill the warrior. That does leave us even weaker. We could just fortify until healed and hope that we have sufficient health, though I doubt it. Who's this? Ragusa. Really? Another one in Ragusa? To Jakarta? No, we don't want to do that. Ragusa to Washington, and slightly less than Belgrade to Washington, but I think that's what we'll do. And then you are here fortifying, because we have the other one who is currently exploring. We're going to move these guys off. We do now have 5 iron, so we can build a bunch more frigates. So we are currently building our East India Company. We're exploring. A whole bunch of different people. Cool. That was a pretty nice discovery actually. So around here, keep on having a look around. And one in Bratislava. Jakarta to Washington. You are earning a fair bit less. No you're not. We'll send you to Washington, that's fine. I'm now making 206 a turn, and we can bribe another town, or a city. Are there any more that need money? Ife does. Wellington does, but Wellington hates us already, so we're not going to do that. Prague does. That will give us extra culture, which would be a nice one. What's Ife? Religious. Yeah, we don't need religion. We're going to bribe Prague. And we are going to steal them away from Portugal. Cool. And that gives us more culture. We get 17 from our cities and 12 from the city-states. So it really is quite powerful. Trespassing entire. Oh, here we go. Embargo was passed. Both Portugal and America said yes. And luxuries was not passed, as everyone except for Spain and Greece voted against it. Greece is protecting people. Laventa's doing stuff. No, these are just all people that Greece are protecting. Okay, cool. Onwards. So, what else about Germany? Well, their unique district, they get a unique industrial district, oddly enough, which is the Hanse. And that produces additional production if it's adjacent to a commercial hub, which I initially thought was a district, but I'm not sure it actually is, because then they clarify and say they also get a production bonus for being adjacent to other districts or a resource. Although they might get a bigger production bonus that are adjacent to the commercial district, commercial hub, if that is indeed a district. Otherwise it's like, I guess, a trade post in this game, I assume. Something like that. So lots of production basically from the Hanse. Our proposal was defeated at the hands of my delegates. It wasn't just me. You were overwhelmingly outvoted. There's a lot of missionaries. Crikey. Some serious religious wars going on over there. They're up to 44 defense. Ouch. I need more banging stuff to hit them with. And here's the death of my horseman. Oh, he didn't die. Except you're going to attack. No, you didn't attack me. Gunpowder. And we have a golden age. Interesting. we're going to leave you getting more health. We're going to have you go and attack these guys. Because I believe, as we hurt them, they do less damage. And then hopefully these guys can upgrade to a musketeer. Or musket man, sorry. Musketeers being the French guys. Which I always thought was kind of amusing. But just such a small difference. Here we go, Vancouver. Hello, hello, hello. Sail a bit close, but that's just because I want to know more about them. Sail all the way down, except that is the base of the world. Singapore is amazed by my swift technological advancements. Really, I got the most technologies in that time. Well, I guess I was doing like the low level ones. Okay. We are pulling further ahead of Isabella, who was blaming me for her losses, which I think is kind of laughable, but so it goes. Okay, and the final thing about Germany and Civilization 6 is they get U-boats, which is their unique unit, which get a combat bonus when they're fighting in deep ocean, so that would be these dark tiles rather than the light ones, and they just cost less to build, so you can have more of them. Didn't sound like a particularly strong unique unit, if I'm honest, especially for Barbarossa. Barbarossa is really the Holy Roman Emperor, so I would have thought they could do something more interesting with them. Is he finally dying? He's doing well. He's doing well. Crikey. He won! Nice. It would, however, be essentially suicide to kill these guys. Let's sail up here and have a look around in the rest of Indonesia so we can see precisely what we are up against there. I'm going to sail down here and have a look around this area a bit more. Around the back way around Mecca. Cool. Swordsmen, meanwhile, continue their movement. We've finished building lumber mill there. We've actually got a fair amount of happiness, so we can continue building more farms and just producing more and more population over there. Okay, so you have upgraded, so we can get you more light attack, we can give you medic, we can give you so you can see a bit further. I want to give you shock. You would actually win this fight now. I'm going to risk it. So you're much better in attacking. Bish. Boom! He survived with 2 hit points left. Excellent. Cool. Greece has denounced Portugal. The missionaries are definitely clashing over there. Those guys have got frigates. I wouldn't be surprised if... Nope, they are still using galleasses. So my navy is more modern. I just need more of them. I do rather wish I was able to upgrade my triremes to privateers, but I seem to have misplaced them all. We have another merchant of Venice. Very good. That means another city. And you also leveled up. You can fight in the hills. And we can nick attack. What's the higher level? They're both the same. I think I'm going to take banking, though. Banking just makes sense for Venice, really. Yoink.
Happiness. A good banker can...
So my agent must be max level. I'm not surprised. He is rather good. Unit needs orders. You build me farms. You rest until healed. You go and look around Medan. So you do only have 3 cities. Okay, so we could buy another city. We could get Budapest, and thanks for the correction and mispronunciation there. That was very true, although it would piss the Americans off, most likely. Or we could go and grab, like, one of these, Sidon or Sydney. I think Sidon would be the better option. Although... Or if we can find other city-states up here, for example, Hanoi might be a better one because it's further north and it kind of enshrines this area as being my domain. I think we're just going to leave you for the moment until we have a clearer idea of precisely what the opportunities available to us are. You can go into Ragusa. You can't quite. Next turn. Next turn you can be upgraded. And we will have the money for it. Okay, good. Continue. Have we finished? We have. So is Venice actually worth money yet? Nope. Where's the next commerce increasing range? Steam power? Nope. Not biology. Wouldn't be fertilizer. It's not chemistry, although chemistry is a good one for production. Another trade route. Chateaus. Refrigeration is the next trade range. That's a long way away. Right, you, upgrade. Longswordsman. You, over here. Upgrade, longswordsman. Then next turn, hopefully I can make you muskets. Should be nice. Just continue to look around this area. Really, Arabia only has 2 cities. Maybe 3. They might? No, I don't think they have one in there. I think they literally do only have 2 cities. That's interesting. Are we not able to trade with you, Maria?
Bons dias.
You still have wine. I still have sugar. Let's do it.
Sim.
Marvellous. Does anyone have any surplus luxuries? No. They're all being traded away. Alright. Zurich and Portugal are now allies. Just double checking I've not turned off growth for any of these. Pretty sure I never did. In fact, I'm not even sure I can. Right, you're on a science focus. I think I want to go back to default so they can produce more food and grow. Although the opportunity of getting a great scientist would be particularly nice, or even a great engineer. Yes, here we go. Upgrade to Musketman would cost 50. We can do that for both of you, which gives us more iron, which gives us more frigates, and it gives us more melee power because these are attack 20 something, 4 I think. And we can bribe another city-state. Who needs money? So I'm looking for the little money icons here. Prague still needs it, but we don't need them. Panama. Maritime, which is more food supply for my empire. We'll give them a gift. Great big gift. There we go. Panama is now ours, and that means 3 allies. And that is the basis of Venetian power in this. Scout has arrived. Let's go and have a look over here. Okay, scouting complete. That's that one done. Let's go up and have a look around Spain. And in fact, I could probably send my frigates back home and then just use that caravel to explore. I'm kind of tempted to send these guys back home because they will heal faster when they're in city limits. Metallurgy. Oh, that actually gives us me access to lancers. So from that point on, I could actually build them myself. Mogadishu is in awe of me. Because of my technology. Yeah, I am doing quite a lot of tech now. Has to be said. And I'm building Oxford University, which is going to increase that even further. Which also means I've finished the ironworks. And thus my production's just gone up even more. Marvellous. We don't currently need happiness, so I don't think I need that. Don't need those. I think we build an armory and then start churning out more frigates and privateers. Something along those lines. And we could also start buying them, actually. And really preparing in earnest for a war. You could really do with having a barracks, actually. What are you building? Bank. That's reasonable. That will increase the amount of money I make. Let's send the muskets over there. Let's have you hog the coast so we can have a proper look around. And you are done. Let's jump you back in your boats then, and have you sail off. And we'll have you head back over here and start massing our forces ready for an invasion. Once again. City strength 43 without a garrison. They really are boosting the strength of that place. 45 with the crossbows. They do have gunpowder. You can see they have some muskets there. I could get Spain to declare war on them again. And then declare war while they're fighting Spain. And by get them to do it, I mean bribe them, clearly. What more? Where'd they come from? Or is there a camp up there? Is that the problem? There is a camp up there, of course there is. Where else would they have come from? Duh. Let's go and chew our way through the archers. And then we'll be killing the swordsman on the next turn. Let's go and have a look up here. Barcelona. Let's jump you down here. And send you over this way. Right, onwards. Are there any city-states that could help me? Like this one. Wellington would be a nice ally to have, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Portuguese are killing those. Is that Portuguese? Yeah, that was Portuguese, I'm pretty sure. Looks like one of those, the now. Anyone who you don't get along with is clearly building a friendship with. Give Indonesia my regards. Are you denouncing me? Oh, I see. Really? You're friends with Indonesia after having been at war with them? Screw you. Spain and Indonesia are now friends. I don't think that's a defensive pact though, that's just basically the opposite of the denouncement. Like, I'd really like to make friends with Washington. So I might actually give you open borders. Because it doesn't cost me anything. I'm not really holding any strategic areas right now.
Good day.
You are friendly. Will you do a
Go
declaration of friendship? No.
Of
In that
course
case, how about open borders, old chap, old
Proceed.
thing? Yeah, you've been begging me for that for a while. Right then. Onwards! Just leave you there for the moment. Sail around here. Well, it's probably a good thing I'm scouting out Spain then, because it kind of looks like we're drawing some borders between us. I really need to build troops more quickly of them. More troops. Right, we've almost got Oxford. And we are making a boatload of money. I do need more trading ships actually. We are below our limit. Belgrade to Washington and Venice to Barcelona. Yes, Venice can do something. So I might just purchase 2 ships and just keep on producing the frigates. My golden age has ended, but I do get a free technology. Why do I get a free tech? Don't know. So Venice was one of the ones. We're going to buy a cargo ship. And where was the other one? Belgrade to Washington. Which is purchase cargo ship. Cool. And I get a free technology. We should always take the most expensive. The options are chemistry, acoustics, and economics. What am I currently working on? Economics. So don't get economics because we've already spent some time on that. So we're going to get chemistry, which will give us cannon, which will be nice because we can upgrade our trebuchet. And it means our production, whoops, will be improved. We want to do something like that.
Wherever we look, we're working.
So we got that. Good. Let's upgrade you to a cannon. So you're going from ranged attack 14 to 20. You're 18. You're 16. You could, however, be upgraded to a lancer. You could be upgraded to a crossbow. Alright, our army is modernizing quite rapidly. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to check demographics. We are 6th in the world. Indonesia is last, however, with the smallest military. Other nations do seem to be mobilizing somewhat. Where was it I wanted to go? There. I see some shallow water. I want to have a look around. There's Seville. Let's get you to launch an attack first, and then you can launch one after. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Yeah. Boom. We will just rest you here, otherwise their caravel will go and attack me. Hello, caravel. Building the armory, then after that we can get the frigates. And the reason for that is that we get the extra upgrade. And also I could do some privateers, because they are rather good at attacking cities. And that is something that I will need. Oh, hello, Portugal. Crikey. You're coming out in strength. Is anyone trading with me? Yes. Indonesia and the US. Earning me that column. So anyone who trades with Venice earns me a lot of money. Which is one downside of having to go to war with Indonesia. But I want that city. We got to upgrade. I do like the plus movement, but I also like the plus against naval units. But really it's this one that we should be taking. Plus 20% combat strength against cities. And you steal gold equal to 33% of the damage inflicted on the city. However, the caravels are our exploration ships, which will be upgraded to destroyers, because I don't think they upgrade to privateers, though I could be wrong on that. No, in fact, I'm fairly sure they don't. So we are going to make you visibility range, so you can actually see a bit further. And then we may actually use you for some exploration. Right, Belgrade, you are going to Washington. Venice, you are going to Seville. So I'm pretty sure those two units will not be participating in the inevitable conquest. Do need more ships though. Such a big difference in what they can see versus otherwise. But I'm pleased that those scouts got upgraded to crossbows, because it means I can actually upgrade them. And one thing I'm very happy about in Civ 6 actually is there is actually a recon unit line of troops, so they can be upgraded, so scouts can eventually become like army rangers or something, which probably have some kind of commando-y abilities. But it's still there for recon, because line of sight is very useful, particularly when you start using longer ranged weapons like artillery. possibly even cruise missiles, honestly. Anyway, I think this episode is just about done, so I'm going to end it here. So thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, then please do hit that like button. If you have not done so already, please do consider subscribing as well. It really does tremendously help the channel out. Keeps it growing, keeps more people coming to it because of all the algorithm magic that YouTube does in the background. And if you have any tips or advice for me or questions or want to know more about anything, just let me know in the comments below. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.